want to communicate with the peoples, like a foreigner peoples or any peoples, if we want to communicate, English language is common for everybody. And if we want to communicate, we can easily communicate with the English language. So that's why English is very important. Yeah. So as I have already told you that I have only focus on the two things, like only two things, practice and regularity. If we maintain those two things, we can easily go to success for doing anything. Like in the study also, in the case of a study also, if we maintain regularity and if we practice more and more, then we can find a large difference between, because I have also seen a large difference when I was seeing the like videos before 10 days and after 10 days I have seen the video. I've seen a large difference, because if you will maintain the regularity and practice, then you can easily learn English language very well. You can easily speak English very well, and you have to follow some tips like LSRW. You can easily follow, through which you can easily practice your English language. If the people they are telling to us, we have to listen it carefully, and after listening it carefully, we have to speak those things, because the people they are also telling that I am only comfortable in the audio call, but I am not telling like that. People, if they will overcome of their confidence when they will speak in front of mirror, in front of camera, if they will face the camera and mirror, then they can easily overcome of their fear. So that's why speaking in front of mirror and camera is very, very necessary for us. Whatever we have listened, we have to speak those things, and whatever we have to speak, we have to write those things, because if we will write, then more idea, more thought, and more vocabulary and more good sentences will come. So that's why we should also write those things. So like if the people will follow like this step, then they can definitely going to speak very well English language. So like the viewers, they want to know about us, so can we talk about the introduction? Like, can you introduce yourself first?
Okay, so my name is Sarvesh Kumar and I am from Uttar Pradesh. And if I talk about my qualifications, so I have done my graduation and after that I did law. So currently I am preparing for government job as well. I am learning this language. And if I talk about my hobbies, so my hobbies are listening to music, playing cricket, reading books. These are all my hobbies, and that's all about me. Thank you.
Yeah, that's very fantastic. So may I introduce myself now?
Of course, you can.
Okay, so my name is Suniti Kumari. I'm from Jharkhand, as I'm studying class 9. I have five members in a family and three siblings, one me and two of my brothers. I'm a hobbyist to learn English language. Know that why I was not regular on this Skype application, because I was also studying, and for my study I'm a student also of class 9. So that's why I have to also focus on my study. So that's why I was not able to focus on the Skype application for practice English language. So that's why I was not uploading the videos at that time only.
So what about now? Still you are uploading or not?
Yeah, I'm uploading nowadays video.
Yeah, because your English quite well, so I think you should upload because you have a good knowledge and you have achieved like advanced level maybe because you that time I was watching your video, so that time you didn't make any mistake that video, so so that's what I'm telling you. You have a good knowledge at English language, so you can make your solo video and. You are looking like very confident girl, like native speaker. So now I can see your face. You can see my face. I'm looking like I'm very beginner.
Yeah, do you know that if we will make a practice for everything, we can easily gonna to be success on that. Like we are doing the practice in the English language, so we can easily be do success in this if we will maintain our practice and the regularity. If we will focus on these two things, then we can definitely gonna to speak very well English language like a foreigner's people. And the people they got hesitate at the first time that I'm not able to speak this language, as in front of them, like in front of the people they are telling that they are speaking very well, and I'm not able to express all those things, they are fearing. So that's why the people they don't have to fear, and they have to overcome of the hesitation. For overcome of the hesitation, they have to speak whatever they are knowing, they have to express those things. Like we have not to fear about the English language, that what I am speaking wrong or right, whatever the people they are knowing, they should have to express those things first time they will make mistake, but after that doing a large practice they will not make mistake, and the confidence will overcome only. So that's why people they should not hesitate, and they should whatever the people they are knowing, they should express all those things.
So please tell me if you don't mind. So can I ask you something? Hmm. Just related.
Yeah, you can ask.
So when have you started your English journey and why?
Okay, so do you know that when I was in class 6 or 7, at that time only I was started my speaking journey. And why I have started this journey? Because do you know that I was not knowing anything about the English language. Even though I was not knowing to form the sentence, also I was facing a lots of problem in speaking English language. I was also not knowing anything about the English language, as my parents and my teacher motivated me that if you know the English language very well, then you will not gonna to face a lots of difficulties in your future life. So that's why I just learned the English language. Firstly, my teacher told me that if you know the basic grammar, then you can form the easily sentence. So that's why I just learned the basic grammar firstly. And I'm not telling that the for learning English language, whole grammar is important, but I can say that basic grammar is very important for us speak this language. And the people one who is telling that grammar is not very important for the speaking English language, but I can say that grammar is very necessary for speaking this language, as grammar is the backbone of the English language. And if we will know the little grammar also, we can easily form the sentence through which we can easily speak this language. So that's why I also learned the English. Means I just learned the grammar first. After learning grammar, I was doing a little bit practice, like how I can give my introduction, how I can give my daily routine in front of camera, in front of mirror, and by doing the practice with my parents, with my brother, like this type of thing, and this type of activity I was doing at my home. And like this I have improved. At that time also I was doing the conversation with the peoples like us we are doing, but I was fearing a lot. My hesitation level was like a very high. I was not able to speak anything about the English language. So that's why I just left. And before like 8 to 9 months I have joined to the Skype application, and now I've understood. uh, Hello. Yeah, now it is okay. Yeah, now I have understood the importance of the English language, and now I can see that, and yeah, I have not improved, but I have to improve more and more if I will practice much. So that's why, like this, my journey has been ended.
Great. You, oh my God, your English is quite well, remarkable. Everything is fine without doing any mistake, without. How did you learn? Great.
Yeah, yeah. So don't think about that much. That how I have learned. Just think about yourself. People they should think. Yeah, people they are be demotivated when they think that I'm not able to do anything. So that's why you have to motivate it, and you have to do a large practice for doing anything. For learning English language also, for speaking very well also, you have to do a lots of practice. And I also don't get a large time, like I have to also study, and I have to also focus on my practicing English language. So that's why I also don't get much time to speak. I just get whatever the people, I just get 1 or 2 people I used to speak with them only.
Great, great. So, what is your future plan? Like, if you don't mind, so may I know about your goal?
Yeah, so firstly I want to, yeah, my future plan is to be an IAS officer in my future life.
God, IS officer. God,
Yeah.
and you can do because you are looking very you are looking like very confident girl. So I think you can. You deserve it because you are doing hard work. So everyone say like this. Great. So
Yeah,
you
so
are just you want to go further
yeah,
like
pardon please, can you repeat your question please?
telling you that you have any topic or just you want to talk to me just general.
Yeah, if you don't mind, we can talk on any topic also, and we can talk casual conversation also. Like I want to ask some question to you also. That what do you think about the English language? It is very important for us or not? And why do you think that why it is important for us?
Uh, I think English is a good language. It is a global language. Everyone know it is a global language, and I think it's not like looking like compulsory. And if I talk about, so we should learn just because it is a global language. So, and almost if I talk about almost 30% people they want to learn English language. Now they still are, you can say before when I started my spoken language, when I came to know like in this on this group, that time I was thinking I couldn't learn English language, but I'm able to speak. Not much fluency. I don't have much fluency. And I can consider myself as a beginner. So I think English is a good language. So I think if I take my perspective, so I think English is the most important language, and it is very easy. and nowadays you can learn easily because you have a smartphone. You have everything. If you have a smartphone, so you have everything. You can learn any language instead of English. No, 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 I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about like a specific language. Whatever you want, any language you can learn easily. But if I talk about instead of our native language, so it is little bit compulsory for everyone, and it is very
Yeah, yeah,
most.
you're right.
And because of English language, you can do everything. You can get job. You can crack your interview if you want to do like a government job or private job. So both are compulsory because if you want to be a IS officer, so English is most important thing. Without and nowadays before like and now I know everything about like Hindi language or English language because I'm Hindi medium student, so I was preparing for like you can say PCS day, but I couldn't. But just because you can say I got a little nervous, you know, and I live I can say I quit it. So that's why I'm learning a language. And my brother he is also preparing for IS, IS, and he's preparing for almost you can say for 4 or 5 years, yeah, since 5 years you can say for 5, but he couldn't clear. I don't know why. Because he's in Hindi medium. If you are English medium student, so you can crack easily. Because if I talk about English medium students, they are like nowadays they are getting almost 175, 180 percentage. Just because of his. If I talk about like Hindi medium students like IAS, so they are getting almost 95, 80 like this, they are getting. So I think English is most important thing. And if you want to do something in your life, so English is a very good language and you can learn easily because you have everything if you have a smartphone. And now we are learning language just because of smartphone, and we are learning just we are able to learn without spending any money. Without we are like spending our time, so it doesn't matter. But you are learning something new because it is not our language, and I can say it was not a piece of cake for us before a 4 year or 2 year. But now we are able to learn English language just because we have everything. Like we have a technical thing, we have everything just because of a smartphone. So I think in my perspective, English is the most important thing. And even though your native language, native language, we should know
Yeah.
everything. Don't think like don't forget your native language. And I don't know why, but people they always say like this: you are speaking English language, it is not good for you.
Yeah, yeah. So don't think about the people because we are also thinking about our native language that we have not to forget our native language. But apart from our native language, we have to also learn the English language because nowadays it has become a common language and it is very, very necessary for us to learn English language. So that's why we have to learn English language because if we also